What's up, YouTube? It's your boy J.E.T back with another music reaction. Based on the title, you can tell we have the Neighborhood with a new deluxe edition for their album called ultraSOUND. 5 songs new added to the album. Let me know how y'all feeling about the album. In my opinion, it has been growing on me. I really go back to this album a lot more than I anticipated, just because it's just like it has a nice vibe. Like it flows very well from track 1 to down to track 15. It's a 20 track album now. It used to be 15, now it's a 20 track album. So yeah, let's get straight to it. I don't have much to say. I love the Neighborhood. I love what they're doing with this new sound. I love what they got going on. So, you know, and every other once in a while I see a clip of them on TikTok doing interviews, and I like what they're saying, you know, especially Jesse. Jesse's the main guy who speaks for them. So hey, straight to it. The first track is called Start.
I don't even know where to start. I don't know what to keep you down. I don't know what keeps making me When I crash out, when I black out, when I crash out with the pebble beach in the background, and you're telling me how you feeling, I let you down. I see your side, I think you're right, but you see mine. There's a reason why it feels like deja vu.
I definitely do enjoy the fact that it fits the album. I feel like this really does sound like a proper start to the album, no pun intended. The track is called Start. But yeah, I do like that it fits the album. It's right up there with the vibes. Let me know how y'all feel about this track. I just think it's cool. I think it's cool. There's nothing crazy about it. I'm not going, you know, it's not my favorite song of the album, but it's definitely up there as far as like it just fits the album. You know what I mean? Like I don't mind it being here. I don't mind it starting with this track. It just sounds good. I like it. I like this part right here.
I don't even know where to start.
I like that line right there. I don't ever want to keep you in the dark. I know I'm the one that keeps making it hard. You know, I like that right there. I can relate to that.
I don't wanna be the one to break. I don't wanna be the one to break. I don't wanna be the one to break your heart. I don't wanna be the one to break. I don't wanna be the one to break. I don't even know where to start.
Alright, y'all, with that track called Start, I really do enjoy the vibes on it. I really like that later part of it, that very cool bridge, and then that just like that middle part, I really enjoy it. That leads up to the next track called Good Grief.
Feeling empty inside me.
I like the way that started, that dun dun dun, and then it just like drops, you know what I mean?
Such a loneliness. Anything can remind me I'm missing. No pretending or hiding. Every memory running on. Keep attempting and trying. Good grief. Make it done, set you free. Good grief. Tears I cried, bittersweet.
Alright, so with this song right here, right, I said this on the previous reaction that I had to this album. I mentioned that this album was a blend of all their genres, all the albums that they had already, and coming together and essentially producing the baby of all these albums, right? Essentially, right, like this song right here, it gives me the same vibes that this song could fit the album. It's hard. The neighborhood is never gonna change. I think that's the name of the album. I'll put a picture up here. Yeah, this song can easily fit the vibes of that album. You know what I mean? Like, essentially, what I'm trying to say is this album is all of these sounds and collective of everything that Neighborhood has ever experimented on, and just applying it to one well-produced Neighborhood album. You know, so again, I'm really enjoying the vibes on this song.
Feeling all too familiar, right where I wanna be. I had a voice in my head. I thought it was yours, it could have been mine. It took a while, the silence and grief. My dead set you free. I could grief. Tears I cried, bittersweet. Good grief. I see you in my dreams. Good grief. My daytime set you free. I good grief. Tears I cried, bittersweet. Good grief.
For that track, Good Grief, I really do love that song. I think that is a very like highlighted track, a very strong track, especially on the 5 bonus tracks added to this album. I thought that was one of the ones that is gonna hold off. I thought that was awesome. I really like another thing about the neighborhood that I really enjoy, that captivates me, what makes me a fan, is that they capture indie rock and like that sort of like indie music that's just like alternative. It's not really rap, it's not pop, it's not electronic, it's all of it all together. They're sort of just on their own lane, and I really love everything they bring to the table. It's just very hard for me to be like, oh, this song sucks, you know what I mean? Like, no, like Neighborhood produced really good music. So
Pick a mask and put it on. If it's working, then you'll know. If it doesn't, take it off. But you'll find it soon enough. Might not feel like what you want. Turn the damage into something to benefit from. Spiraling till I've spun out of orbit with my thoughts, reaching out for what I want. Even I'm just a Lulu at the party with the who's who. Realizing he's not used to being real. Pick a poison, grab a cup. Everybody needs a drug. Don't be evil, have your fun. Tell yourself it's just a
I
crowd.
like that right there. Pick your poison, grab a cup. Everybody needs a drug. Don't be evil, have your fun. And then in a whispering way, he said, "Ain't no hiding from the sun." I really like the way he brought all that together. I fuck with that.
Ashamed of what you've done. Turn the damage into something to benefit from. Spiraling till I've spun out of orbit with my thoughts, reaching out for what I want. Even I'm just a gotta tell you I'm confused too. Realizing I'm not used to being honest.
Alright, y'all, for that track called Lulu, I really messed with that one as well. I like the electronics on that one. I like the subtleness of that one. I also like the message there. I thought that was actually a good one. It was about essentially, you know, he's using Lulu as like illusion, you know, like being crazy, you know, popo, cuckoos, you know what I'm saying? Just being a little deranged maybe, and just, you know, noticing these side effects of being deranged, you know, the lying, the you know, just the Hollywood, you know, Hollywood shit. You guys know what it is. We're here for the music. We're not really here for the message, because all this has been said a millions and trillions of times. All right, we know what it is. The next track we got here is called Red Flag. I'm digging the vibes. I'm for it. I love rave music just as anybody else loves rave music, right? You know, like this electronic EDM raves, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what it is. I fuck with it too, but I just didn't expect it out of nowhere. You know, this came out of nowhere. It is. I bet it's a round sound thing, and this speaker right here is kind of bad. So. Yeah, I hate one of those. Alright, y'all, that track right there, Red Flag, that was a fucking banger. Immediately the thought that comes to my head when I think of a sound like that, a song like that, is the crabs. You ever seen that video with the crabs just raving, just going nuts? That's exactly what that sound is to me. So, you know, I fuck with that. The next track we got here is called, or the last track, is called Bed. You know what's crazy to think too as well, you know, these are added tracks, and they added the tracks in the beginning of the album. So the album starts with Start, no pun intended, and it ends with Stupid Boy, which is interesting to me because now it has a different type of flow, right? When I listen to this album and I start from track, because when I listen to albums, I go in order, you know, track 1 to track 20. So I want to see how that impacts the album on the flow of it. I like the sounds. This sounds like it's about to be serious, like a banger, like an anthem. You know what I mean? How long is it? 2 minutes. I like how subtle that drum pattern is coming in. Hey, Daft Punk feature? I'm just kidding. I just got, you know, lost in the sauce on that track right there, man. I really like the vibes. I like the instrumentation. I like how electronic it is, but it's also very subtle. It's very low on the tempo, and it's just like cool. You know what I mean? Like I really fuck with that song. right there, that is the conclusion and the end to these 5 tracks. A little bonus. I know I'm a little late on this little addition to the neighborhood, but you know, motherfuckers gotta work. You know, I gotta work. Okay, daddy gotta get his bread. Okay. So with that being said, you know, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I really did. You know, I really like the little additions to the album. I thought the album was already perfect the way it was. I thought there was no skips for it. For me personally, I really, really do love this album. It might be my favorite Neighborhood album. Let me know how y'all feel about it. How y'all grown to love this album. I know it's been a few months, right? It's been a couple months it's been out. So with that being said, though, like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.